Hey there, for this video I just wanted to show you what I was doing with XPS foam. I managed to be able to bend it very easily and with surprisingly good results. So I thought this was something that a lot of you might want to see. I know there's a lot of people out there into foam modelling, and this has an awful lot of potential for anything that you want curved. So I hope you get something out of this, and I do hope you enjoy this very short video. I'm just using some scrap pieces of foam at different thicknesses. The thicker it is, just the longer you heat it up in a bit of boiling water. I didn't do this on the stovetop. If I did it, I'm sure it would have been able to bend much thicker foam than I used. But just for thin foam, water in a bowl is good enough. And then you just use something of the circumference that you would like to make it. For this, it's just a texture. But, if you want to do something bigger, you could use maybe a rolling pin. It's up to you to use your own dimensions. As you can see, it's already curving. It's straightening because it's back in the heat again, but you can just give it a nice, gentle turn over a few times. It seems to increase the flexibility of the foam. I'm not sure if it's because it was warm, but it does cool very quickly. As you can see, the second go around, it's even more curved. I'm really experimenting while I'm doing this, but do your own experimentation with it as well, because this has great potential and different thicknesses of foam are going to react differently. Putting it into cold water helps it to set firmly quicker, so it's not going to be shifting around if you want something really curved like this. It's very interesting to play around with this. It has huge amounts of potential. As you can see, it's become even more flexible than it was, but once it's sat and cooled for quite a while, it becomes quite strong again. As you can see, it's as strong as it was when it was straight. A big thick piece of scrap that I drew a brick wall pattern into, and then only a few seconds in the hot water, and it's bending so easily. Surprisingly, the thicker foam bends really, really well. And then just cool it down so it'll hold the shape so I won't have to hang on to it. It doesn't seem to absorb it. I know it's foam, but it doesn't seem to really absorb much of the water. And just push down the other side. This is a very untidy scrap of foam, so the shape doesn't look quite as rounded as it should, but it's just an example. There's a massive shortage of XPS foam in Australia, so I don't want to waste the good stuff. As you can see, that is really looking very flexible, and you wouldn't want to force it, but do experiment on scraps and different thicknesses yourself and really get a feel for what you can do with this, because it can be really bent excessively. It's great. The potential this has of what you could do, it's got me quite excited about things that I could now create that I hadn't thought that I could build in large pieces like this before. And the time saving of being able to draw a pattern in which doesn't get damaged, it doesn't seem to affect it at all when you put it back in the hot water or bend it. So yeah, very interesting stuff. I hope that this gets a lot of you quite excited about the potential of what you can do with it, because I'm loving this idea. I really am. It looks great. That was so easy. Looking at the wall, you could put some holes in for doorways and windows, and I doubt it would affect it when you bend it as well. Possibly a doorway, but have a go yourself, see how it comes out, and just play with it and see what happens. As you can see, you could do things, towers, and the roof of a Nissan hut, you could just draw the corrugations in and bend it over, or archways, and it's some good stuff. I do hope you got something out of this, and I hope to see you next time.